Hey guys, how y'all doing? Know it's been a minute, but I got my robe on, but I got clothes on, but I stay cold. But anyway, how y'all doing? Hope everything is going well. Everything is good with me. All right, y'all. I was watching today a story about Alexis Patterson. I remember this story like the back of my hand. I remember this story. It was always weird for me, you know, no disrespect to her mom or anything like that. But I remember when they was telling the story and I was like, wait, what? Okay. Now, with Alexa Patterson, the story went where Alexis was a little upset because I that they was having something in their class and she wanted some cupcakes and the mom was like, no or whatever like that. So Alexis was mad. So her stepfather, I remember this clearly. I just seen some of it, but you didn't have to tell me because I remember this case very, very clearly. So they had a baby together, a small baby. So I remember him taking Alexis to school and he had the baby. And I remember he said, this is from his mouth, he said he had walked her to the school, but he didn't take her in, like to the gate and let her go inside. Like he stayed on the other side of the street and she went on across the street to the to school. And he just went to handle some business, whatever he was gonna do. He had the little baby with him, which always was funny for me because I was like, "What is the point of you walking, the child to school, and you're not gonna watch her into the school?" You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, if when I brought my kids to school, I made sure, they was in the door. Ain't playing no games like that. I'm not gonna just turn around and just not pay no attention to my child. But listen, I'm not trying to say nothing about the stepfather or anything like that. I'm just saying that when I first heard the story, it was in 2002. That's how clear. I'm telling y'all, this story always bothered me. Always bothered me. But anyway, I never knew what happened to Alexis Patterson. I'm going to look it up and I'm going to come back and tell you. But me saying what I'm saying had brought up a little thoughts that I had with my son Aaron. Okay, my son Aaron, he used to go to the Fresh Air Fund back in the days. I remember clearly. And he was born in the 80s, early 80s, so it had to be like the 90s when he went to the Fresh Air Fund. What so happened, he got with a family that was fantastic. When I say fantastic, y'all, this family was the bomb. So he would call me, I would call him and say, "How you doing? How you feeling over there?" And he was like, "I like it, Ma. It's really nice. The mom is so nice. She had a son." So he said that he said, "Ma, I got my own room." And he had so much stuff there. These people just were spoiling the hell out of my son. So anyway, the young man, I think his name was John. I think his name was John, like for real. His name was John or Joseph or something like that. So my son was like, "Ma, I'll be teaching John or Joseph." I think his name was Joseph. Joseph to, read better and write a little better. My son was really smart. So the mom had spoke to me and she was like, "Oh my God, your son is like amazing. My son love him. He's teaching my son like, a lot of educational things." Even not saying her son was slow or anything like that. It was just they lived in Massachusetts, so it was more laid back. I don't know what kind of education they was getting over there. I don't know if her son was just a little slower. I don't know. I know they was good people. So my son would like call or whatever, and I never forget this day. I never forget this day. I had a crazy phone call. Oh my God, Pamela, like something happened and it was bad. And I'm like, oh no, like I'm so far away. I wasn't driving, and this is just crazy. I was like, what happened? She said, we have the sliding glass doors, and my son and Joseph was getting ready to go to the lake. Like they was ready. They had their towel. They ready to go because my son could swim. At that, my son could swim. My son could have swam. My son passed away now. I told y'all that, but I'm gonna tell y'all the story because it keep going in my head every time I hear this little girl, Alexis. I don't know why I think about my son when I hear this story. So anyway, she was like, my husband had just did the windows, cleaned up the house and all of this stuff here. So Joseph and my son just started running to get in the boat to take them to the lake that they wanted to go to. So what happened was the windows were so clean that they both just ran straight through the glass. No lie, y'all. Just straight through the glass. Okay, I wasn't there. I don't know, but my son told me what happened. So now I'm on the phone like, oh my God, what happened? She was like, his knee is split wide open. He needs inside and outside stitches. So I'm like, oh my God, right? So I was like, I'll be there to pick him up. So she was like, I'm gonna put Aaron on the phone with you. So I was like, Terrell, are you? I called him Terrell. I said, Aaron, you okay? And he was like, yeah, I'm good, Mom. Like, wait, hold on. You can ready to go to the hospital. You ready to go to the ambulance to go to the hospital. Like, you split up. You and Joseph is messed up. And he was like, nah, Mom, I'm good. I was like, boy, I'm about to come get you. He just started crying. Like, seriously, he just was like bawling. Like, no, I don't want to go. I'm going to be okay. So I'm like, I know it sounds crazy, y'all, but I was like, okay. So the mom get back on the phone, and I was like, she was like, he don't want to leave. We're going to take him straight to the hospital. He's going to be bandaged up and everything. He said, but he doesn't want to leave. He's freaking out. So I said, okay, cool. Let him go on and stay. I don't know why I said that, but I did. But like I said, they was a good family. So my son will go there every year. And the the grandmother, the mother's mother loved my son. So she owned the antique shop. So my son was like, Ma, I got a surprise for you. And I'm like, what you have for me? So he was like, she owned an antique shop. It was a rocking chair in there. And I think you would like it. And I was like, a rocking chair? Like, for real? He was like, yeah. So he got the he got the rocking chair for me, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. So they had it shipped over to me, right? It was a gift from her, that my son got that he wanted for me. So this family was really, 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 really good to them. Like when it came to Thanksgiving, Christmas, they was like, oh, can we come and get him? They wanted to come and get him because the son really was close with him. He was really close. They really loved him. So anyway, they stayed like for 2 to 3 weeks up in Massachusetts. But my son, he wouldn't stay 2 weeks. He would stay the whole summer. Like the whole summer he's there. Like they wanted him the whole summer. So it was good. They was cool. So something happened really bad, y'all. I don't know what got into me. I was brought into it. Let me tell y'all. I worked in the school system. So it was these people that was coming around, and they had like for the summer, they had like Boy Scouts of America. So they were saying like they have horseback riding, they had, all kinds of stuff like for the children. And I said, I'm going to send my son there and see if he like it. Don't ask me why I did that, but I did. So I went to my son Aaron. I was like, Aaron, you want to try? You know, they going to, you know, to it's gonna be the Boy Scouts first year. It's called well, no, it's not the first year. The Boy Scouts of America. So he didn't go to Joseph House this year. He went to the Boy Scouts of America. So, y'all, my son gets there. I took him to Manhattan. Never forget it. And it was the Boy Scouts of America. But when you register them, when you register, he was already registered, but you know, when you ready to give your kid away, they had like tables outside and they would like check your kid off and stuff like that, y'all. Like for real, y'all. So I was feeling a little crazy about it, but I was like, he been to camp, he's a loving boy, so I'm gonna send him. So now we get to Manhattan, they got his name or whatever the case may be, and I hand my son over. So now I get home maybe 2 days. 2 days. I had a phone call. No lie, y'all. I had a phone call. This is going to be sounding crazy. I had a phone call with a man on the other end. Excuse me. Getting choked up, y'all. The man on the other end said, your son is in the hospital. And I'm like, Ninja, my son is not in no hospital. My son in a whole different place. Like, you know, he not even here. Like, I don't know, you playing games. Anyway, he hung up. So now, I'm like, who would do that? Who would call your home and say your child is in the hospital? And I'm like bugging because I can't even call to find out like if he okay. But it was at night, y'all. So it was just no way for me to even do anything. Okay, so now I'm still in the house because it's at night anyway. I had to work in the morning, but I'm in the house, and the guy called back. He said, ma'am, I need to tell you that your son is in the hospital. So I says, yo, sir, who is this? And he said, I cannot give you my name because I work here. I need you to come because your son is really hurt. And I'm like, what do you mean? He said, this is the camp your son is at. And I'm like, oh my God. And he was like, today, they asked your son to do something. And he refused. He was like, not me. Like, I ain't that dude, you know. That's how he is, you know, that's the way he is. I ain't that dude. If it's not right, my son ain't doing none of that. He like, nah, I'm not that dude. Get up out of here with that. So, one of the counselor at the camp, picked my son up. This is what I was told, y'all. I wasn't there. He picked my son up and threw my son through what the man said. It was a billboard that was up, like made of wood, and he threw your child through there. And I'm like, wait, what the hell is you talking about? So he said, ma'am, I need you to get here now. So now I'm tripping. I'm like, yo, what to do? Like, what I'm supposed to do is at night, let's say this one thing. Oh, so anyway, let me just tell you what the guy said. The guy said your son is in the hospital. Your son is in the hospital. He hurt. He's in the hospital. So now I'm freaking out, right? So now I'm like, okay, what to do? What to do? So my boyfriend at the time, he was like, I don't know. Like, so now I call the police because I don't know what to do. I told the police what happened, and they were like, what the hell are you talking about, lady? I'm like, sir, my son is up in the 7 Mile it was called 7 Mile Rapid River or something like that. It was 7 Mile Rapid River, something like that. So he was just like, I don't know what you're talking about, whatever. Like, so I was like, F that. So I had put my clothes on. I went to the police station, like, for real. And I was like, listen, a man called me from the 7 Mile River Run. And he said my son is in the hospital, that one of the counselors threw my son through a wooden billboard. Okay? So they was like, no, you're serious, huh? And I'm like, sir, what to do? And he was like, hold on. So now I got the captain. So the captain have to call the 7 Mile City Run, the deputies up there. You know, up there they got deputies, sheriffs, and whatever the hell. So it was true. So the police here told the police in the 7 Mile River Run, I told them to keep my son in the hospital. Do not let my son come out. I'm going to pick him up in the morning. There's no way I'm going there at night. I have no clue where the 7 Mile River Run is at. I've never been there. Never even heard of nothing like that. So anyway, next day, okay, the police was like, listen, I need you to connect me to the camp. All right? So he was like, okay. So now I'm there. I'm standing right with the sheriff, with the police, the sergeant. He said, listen, Aaron, I need him to stay in the hospital. His parents will be up tomorrow to pick him up. Do not let him go. You know, don't let him go. Just let him stay in the hospital. Do not take him back to that campsite. So, cool. So now they was like, okay, you going to pick him up tomorrow? I said, yes, this is crazy. I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't even know where the 7 Mile City River Run is at. So now the next day come, we had back in 2000, like, what was it? No, 90s. In the 90s, we said, let me just count y'all. Okay, 45 and 6, wait, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90, 91, 92, 93. It had to be like 94, 95. Right. So now, you know, ain't no damn Google Map, you know, or no phone because we ain't have a damn phone, right? So did we have a phone in 2002? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. So anyway, my boyfriend and I, we were driving. Oh my God, y'all. If people out here hear me, y'all already know where the 7 Mile River Run is at. I still don't know where it's at right now today. So we're driving and driving and driving. So we finally make this 7 Mile River Run. And when we got there, we parked the car like, we don't even know we parked the car. It's like a forest. It's seriously like, it's like a freaking forest. So it was a little a group that was coming by that had on the you know, their little uniforms, their little camp, you know, the little Boy Scout uniforms and stuff like that, looking all cute and shit. So, you know, they was straight. So I said, okay, we in the right place, because they was walking by. So I asked the counselor there, I said, can you tell me where the camp is for? I said the name of the camp. I forgot the name of the damn camp. So anyway, we get there, we going through these bushes. It was crazy, y'all. It was big. It was big. It was like it was open, like trees. It was crazy. But anyway, we walking upon this camp, this so-called camp. Hello, there was kids there that was unbelievable. They were dirty. They was looking like they need help, right? So it was just crazy. I just so hurt because I sent my son there. You understand? Like, they lied to me. So check this out, y'all. So now we walking, like I said, upon this stupid camp. So what kids is like running to me. Oh my God, who mother is you? So I said, I'm Aaron's mom. They was like, oh my God, Oh my God, this is crazy. They all trying to pull me and tell me things, and I can't because I need to get to my son. You know what I'm saying? I need to get up to the hospital where my son is at, right? So, okay, we finally get this little cabin. It's like a little cabin type thing, right? So we go in there. They got a dog on the floor, like a German Shepherd. He's just laying there, like he's just laying there, like in it. Not okay. Her desk is here. Like her desk is like where I'm sitting at. The dog is like right here, like right here. So you ain't going through there. So now I'm like, yo, my name is da da da. You know, I came from my son. One of these ninjas had hurt my son, threw my son through whatever. So they was like, oh, hold on. So I was like, yo, go get him. I knew the man's name. I was like, yo, go get him now. Like, for real, ma'am. She said, sir, ma'am, he's not here. And I'm like, what you mean he's not here? Where the hell? How the hell am I going to get to my son? So, okay, no, I'm sorry, y'all. She didn't say he wasn't here. She said he is inside, in the room, in the office. He has someone he's talking to. So now I'm like, okay, so we just sitting and sitting and sitting. So I said, ma'am, we've been here like an hour already and this fool ain't come out yet. Like, what's going on? You getting me tight right now. So now she was like, he ain't there. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? He not here. You just told me he was in there. Girl, y'all, I walked past the dog. We walked past the dog. We opened the door. He ain't there. The ninja jumped out the window. It wasn't, you could step out the window. He booked off. So now I'm tight. I'm like, yo, why you did that? Da-da-da. I was just so mad, y'all. So now I said, call the cops. I need the cops. I need the cops right now. So she didn't call no cops. They wasn't calling no cops. This was a freaking nightmare, y'all. This is like getting really crazy. I might have to do a part 2 because this gets wild. So now we walk in and the kids are still coming. These little kids, you ever had like a t-shirt like this? Okay, a t-shirt like this. They clothes was all pulled up. They was dirty as hell. It was a mess up there. Like, oh my freaking God. Kids is slipping me their phone numbers. God help me, I'm not lying. Kids was slipping me phone numbers. Like, for real. Okay, so now I'm like, she said the police station is up yonder. That's how she said it, yonder. So y'all already know what type of place this was. It's up yonder. So now we walking up. No, we didn't. We took the car up yonder. So now, there is nothing there. It's a little, like, one little building. And, you know, that little town, the buildings is about this big. So there's like 4 little things there. A place here that I have no clue. Maybe one more place there and then one more place. So happened a man came out. So I said, sir, can you please tell me where the police station is? He was like, ma'am, it's right here. I'm like, right here. I said, how you get in there? Like, it's a door, like a regular, it's a door. Like, what's going on? So he was like, oh, you looking for Officer Bell? Officer Bell. Bell. Mm-hmm. So I said, yes, I am. And he was like, oh, he's across the street yonder with his family having a picnic. Excuse me? Cross the highway. It's a small highway, y'all. It's just like a road. And go down, it's a dip, and walk down there, and Officer Bell is sitting there with his family. So now we looking at each other like, let's go. So we gets there. He knew we was coming because they called him. So now I'm walking down yonder, down in the hill. Officer Bill sees me and he's coming towards me. Red, y'all. When I say that guy's putting red on his face, look, I said put red over here, so I already know, like, oh my God, this ain't gonna go good, right? So I said, Officer Bell, I need to retrieve my son. I need to get to the hospital. I had a phone call last night that my son was hurt. So he says, come on with me back up yonder. So we get back up on yonder, and y'all, we get back to the office. I'm going to end this. I'm going to tell you what happened in the office because it's over 25 minutes. So we get back up to the yonder and go inside this door. Behind the door is a desk. This man didn't even have nothing. Like, it was unreal. So now he calls the camp. He know everybody. He was like, Billy, we have a family here that's looking for their son that's supposed to be in the hospital. He was like, I took him out the hospital last night. I was like, no. My officer from New York City, Brooklyn, New York said, you better not take my son out the hospital. He was like, he's dead. So now I was like, sir, ask him where the hell is my son. And what did he do to my child? Now, he had me on the phone because he's sitting right there. So, y'all, if I'm lying, I'm flying. The officer said, ma'am, he said, your son is at the camp. I dropped him off just now. And I asked him, what did you do to my child? He said, I ain't did nothing to your child. And if I did, you wouldn't know. This is relaying. He relayed the message exactly how he said it. What you mean? He said if he knew, I swear y'all, he said if he knew, he still wouldn't tell you. So I said, okay, I'm going to go to the hospital. He said, ma'am. Now, excuse me, y'all. He done hung up. Officer Bell said to me, wait, I said something first. I would say, Officer Bell, can you please tell me where the hospital is? I need to get his records to find out what happened to my, I don't know what condition he's in. So he was like, no, you can't do that. I was like, excuse me. He was like, no, you cannot do that. I'm going to need you out of here before it gets dark. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Excuse me, sir. Officer, I'm going to need you to get your son and get the hell out of here before it gets dark. Bet. He ain't got to tell me twice. I go back. I'm going to leave this part 2 for tomorrow. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting excited. The story is crazy. It just brought back up to me. I have to finish this story. This story was crazy. Trust me, y'all. I appreciate y'all listening. I'm going to come back with part 2 of the 7 Mile River Run, y'all. All right, y'all. Y'all already know. Y'all, hi. Okay, we're going to forget about that and talk about that tomorrow. So, anyway, I was, like I said, every time I, see that, Alexa Patterson, like, for real, y'all, like, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Like, I never forget that. I never forget that story because it was crazy. I don't care what they say. I'm telling you when it first happened, what had happened. The mama said, I'm going to put up the video. Video ain't saying what it said, though. We had, when it first hit in 2002, The lady said she was upset with her daughter. No. She wasn't upset with her daughter. Her daughter was upset with her because about some cupcakes. It was about some cupcakes. So back then, Nancy Gray had the case, and she was like, well, why didn't you take her to school? So she busted off. She said, my fiance took him because he had the baby too. He said he walked her to the school, which he did. But you know how you say, go ahead, go on across the street. Like, I lived across the street from school at the time, so you know, it's like go on across the street, going to school. But he turned around and went wherever he went. He never kept his eye on if she even went in the gate. Yeah. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna put that video up. It really ain't gonna tell you nothing, but I'm gonna tell you about the case with Alexa Patterson. Yeah, Patterson. I'm just saying, y'all, you know, her mother's a beautiful young lady. Yeah. But like I said, he walked her to the school. He did. That's what he said. I was in there. I don't know if he walked to the school or not. I ain't gonna really disrespect him like that. I'm just telling you, that shit was fishy from day one. Kind of fishy to me. Why would you walk a kid to school, but you never seen them go in the gate? You know, to go in the gate or into the school. You turned around before all the act. This is what you said. You turned around when that happened. But I'm gonna put up the video, y'all. Anyway, part 2 tomorrow, y'all. Oh my goodness, y'all. I can't even tell all of this because, oh, whoo, child. This was crazy, y'all. Crazy. Keep it in your heads for tomorrow. 7 Mile River Run. All right, y'all. I'm hungry. Want to go eat. I just had some of this. Let me show y'all the sale stuff here. This is pate. This is, yeah, I like pate. I don't know why I like pate. I like, here's the damn, oh, here we go. This is pate. I love this stuff, y'all. I buy my little crackers. These are garlic. And I eat it with the pate. I was trying to get my dog son. He was like, ooh, that look like dog food. Like, yeah, he bougie. But anyway, I tore it up because he was too good for it. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to let y'all go. And, yeah, there's a lot of storms coming, y'all. A lot. They said the weather going to be really bad. Like, besides the storm, people over there burning up because it's 120 degrees and stuff. Y'all already know. Global warning. And let me tell you another thing. In Alaska, the glaciers is melting so fast. So y'all already know what that means. If that was to go down, y'all, Lord, take the wheel. Because flooding, y'all, if y'all look outside right now, it's something in the brewing. It's something in the brewing. That wind outside here it's crazy. I'm scared. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go. I know I talk so much. Y'all have a good night. It's 7 o'clock. I'm gonna tell y'all part 2 tomorrow, okay? I promise. You know, I can keep no promises because anything can happen tomorrow. So tomorrow, I'll let y'all finish hearing this crazy behind story, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all take care. All right, y'all. Peace. Why'd they go, y'all? That thing's so crazy.